Deadly revenge attacks have been carried out by the Oromo Liberation Army. Attacks against civilians, showing how grave is the situation in terms of internal splits in the Oromo Liberation Army. Thanks for watching my views and news. Welcome to the channel. Good to be with you. Three main topics in this video. Firstly, uh, several families have been targeted in revenge attacks by the Oromo Liberation Army Komsa Dereba group. Second story is about a deadly attack by Fano fighters in a town in the Amhara region. Dozens of security forces officials were killed in this attack. And after that, revenge attacks by the military in the same town, the same pattern which we have been seeing in the region for almost 2 years. Lastly, Sudan, where Hamdan Dagalo, the RSF chief, has announced the formation of the government of peace and unity. These people have no shame, by the way. Peace, unity. RSF, you know what RSF is doing. It attacked IDP camps in Darfur, in North Darfur, near Al-Fashir. Zamzam, Al-So camps were attacked by RSF. Dozens of innocent women, children, elderly were massacred by these RSF fighters. And RSF has established government of peace and unity. Let's start, viewers. Firstly, Oromo Liberation Army Komsa Dereba group is being accused of having carried out some revenge attacks on the families of those OLA members who have surrendered, who have signed peace deals, who are part of the government now, who are overseeing government operations against the other OLA group led by Komsa Dereba. Few days ago, I told you about the death of an OLA commander. His name is Shodde, Commander Shodde. He was head of Valega, OLA head of Valega, senior commander, because he accompanied Komsa Dereba when Komsa Dereba went to Tanzania and held talks with the government there. Shodde was there with Komsa Dereba. When Komsa Dereba returned to Valega after the collapse of talks in Tanzania, Jalmaro appointed Shodde as the head of Valega. Shodde was killed a few days ago. He was going to somewhere, riding a motorcycle. Security forces got information and he was killed in that attack. By the way, an OLA supporter contacted me back then. He said, Sajid, no, he was killed in traffic accident. But he was not killed in traffic accident. OLA commander was killed in an attack by Ethiopian military. Military got information about his movement. He was trying to hide his identity. That's why he was using a motorcycle. But it seemed that the splinter group OLA members who are part of the government now, they gave the information about Shodde to security forces. And security forces, based on that intelligence, took action. Shodde was killed. So what happened after that? After that, Oromo Liberation Army Komsa Dereba group launched retaliatory revenge attacks on the families of those OLA members who were involved in giving intelligence, giving information to security forces about the movement of Commander Shodde. Shodde was killed in Oromo, East Valega zone. It means that the information which was leaked about Shodde's movement was leaked from Oromo district. OLA Komsa Dereba group carried out revenge attacks in Oromo Varela, where Shodde was killed. 2 Kabyles were hit. Families were hit there. Families were targeted there. 8 families were targeted, families of those OLA members who allegedly gave information to the government about this movement. Firstly, in Soge Kabale, 8 people were killed in an attack by OLA on the families, including some children, 2 children. In Gorba Gudina, Kabale in Harolimo, both are in Harolimo, Gorba Gudina, Soge Kabale. In Gorba Gudina, again, Ola group carried out an attack, killed people, kidnapped several. 8 families were targeted. Around 10 are missing in the custody of Ola, and 8 or 9 killed in these attacks by the Oromo Liberation. This is the worst case of infighting in the Oromo Liberation Army. Ola hit civilians. These family members were not armed. They were civilians. So it should be condemned. Fight like a man if you want to fight. Fighting is not good. We don't promote war. We don't promote fighting. But if you want to take revenge, don't take revenge on women, on children, on elderly. Fight like men. You should try to confront those who gave information. Obviously, children did not give information to the government about Shode's movement. Why were they killed in this brutal attack by Oromo Liberation Army? Secondly, viewers, Fano carried out a deadly attack on government security forces in East Gujam zone 2 days ago, being confirmed now by several sources. Govt is the name of the district situated in East Gujam zone. On Sunday, several dozen Fano fighters from different directions entered the city and they stormed the Ethiopian National Defense Force and Regional Force camps there. They carried out attacks and fired indiscriminately at the camps after having surrounded them. And unknown number of ENDF and regional force members were killed. Some say dozens were killed, but how to confirm the total number of casualties is difficult. But ENDF suffered heavy losses in that surprise attack by Fano fighters in Degotation in East Gujam on Sunday. What happened after that? Well, generally whenever ENDF suffers losses, reinforcements come, then ENDF starts revenge attacks on civilians who allegedly supported Fano. Same happened in Degotation. ENDF reinforcements arrived and then indiscriminate firing at the people on the streets of Degotation who allegedly supported Fano. So the town was a battlefield on Sunday. Dead bodies lying in streets. Fano fighters did not allow dead bodies of security officials to be lifted from the area. And when ENDF entered the town and killed some pro-Fano people or civilians, they didn't allow these dead bodies to be taken from the streets. So it was like a battlefield area. Degotation 2 days ago on Sunday. Lastly, we are Sudan, where Hamdan Dagalo has formally announced the formation of Government of Peace and Unity. RSF, Rapid Support Forces, have been holding discussions in Kenya to form a parallel government in Sudan. That is why Sudanese military cut off diplomatic ties with Kenya, withdrew its ambassador from Kenya, banned imports from Kenya. 2 months ago, RSF and some political forces signed a charter, political charter, to form a parallel government in Sudan. And yesterday, Hamdan Dagalo, the RSF chief, announced via telegram that government of peace and unity has been established in Sudan, which is the true face of Sudan. Question is, who will recognize this government? Will any country in the region recognize this government? Will Hamdan Dagalo be recognized as the head of this government? Will this government have a currency of its own? Will it issue an ID card, a passport of its own? Will it get any recognition regionally, internationally? Burhan wants to ensure that no one in the region recognizes RSF government. But Sudan has split now, we can say. Sudan split. In the past, Sudan, South Sudan, two countries emerged. Now Sudan split second time. Western Sudan under RSF, Eastern Central, Northern Sudan under Sudanese military control. Thank you for watching.